What's up, guys? Welcome to the Tuva channel one more time. I'm here with my brother Taik-san, directly from the soul of Japan. Thank you, Taiki, for coming.
Thank you so
It's
much.
an honor
Appreciate
to have
it.
you here.
Os.
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 And the topic today, we will be talking about one of those greatest black belt in the history of the sport. Then the question is, hero or villain? Now it's gonna be up to you guys to leave your comments and let us know, because we're gonna share 5 minutes of his story, and we will be talking about
Valdemar Santana.
Valdemar Santana. Have you heard about Valdemar Santana? Many of you haven't never heard about Valdemar Santana. Stop doing jiu-jitsu, man. Get out of a mixed martial arts, because you don't deserve to do mixed martial arts, man. That's like you live in America, you don't know who's Abraham Lincoln. You don't even deserve to live here anymore. We're gonna kick you out of this country. But seriously, guys, if you don't know who's Valdemar Santana, right? If you practice mixed martial arts today, if you don't know who's Santana, man, dude, you should re-educate yourself, go back to the books, and go learn your own history. Because if today you're making any money with mixed martial arts, Valdemar Santana paved the way for you. That's the reason. That's every time. Every time when I talk about this, I get a little emotional, because we have those new generation right now that they think about themselves, how good they are and how great they are. They forget that we have people back on the day paving the way so they can enjoy this sport today. You know, that's why sometimes I get very emotional. But I'm serious. Go back to the books.
So for the benefit for the viewers, I think maybe it's good to tell them who the Valdemar Santana is. I understand that not only jiu-jitsu, but he also had experience of capoeira, boxing, luta libre as well, and he also fought very big names in the mixed martial arts, maybe Varitudo back then, not only jiu-jitsu, but all the other arts as well. Correct me if I'm wrong, but including Elio Gracie, Carson Gracie, Masahiko Kimura, and I believe also Ivan Gomez.
Ivan Gomez, exactly. Man, look the caliber of the people this guy fought back on the day,
Right.
man. If you don't know the story about Valdemar Santana, man, Valdemar Santana was this guy that come from Bahia, from Brazil, man, the place called Bahia. At the time, Valdemar Santana, he come from a very poor background. He have no money. He was struggling Bahia, and he was from the capoeira. He knew how to do great capoeira, and he was beating everybody in Bahia. Then he heard about the Gracie family, you know. Then he want to explore his knowledge. Then he I don't know if he flies or if he come with the boat. Probably there's no money. He probably came on the boat to Brazil, to Rio, and he ended up in Helios Gracie's gym. That's how everything begins, man. You know, and when we think, oh, Valdemar Santana, what did he done? You just said it. He fought the greatest guy ever in the planet. You know, and Valdemar Santana, he ended up in Helio Gracie's gym, and he ended up fighting with Helio Gracie. How this happened?
Oh yeah, very interesting. So he fought with his master, in a sense.
He fought in his master in a sense. Then he revenged his master in a sense as well, because he fights with Kimura.
Oh,
Afterwards, he fight Varitudo with Kimura,
True, yes.
and he revenged Helio Gracie, because many people think, oh man, only Carson Gracie revenge Helio Gracie for fighting Valdemar Santana, correct? But we cannot forget in the history, the disciple revenge the master, even that he previously he fought Master Helio Gracie. You know, and the story of Master Helio Gracie is about 2 or 3 stories that people say.
Okay.
For you guys that don't know, Helio Gracie, when Valdemar Santana, when he arrived in Brazil, he began to train in the Helio Gracie's gym, and he became Helio Gracie's black belt, right? Then him and Helio Gracie have a dispute over there in the gym, have a little problem on the gym. Some people say that Valdemar Santana let the gym overflood it and mess it up, all the mats and the gis, all that story. That's one of the story. That's why he kicked Valdemar Santana out of the gym. And the second story, they say that Valdemar Santana, like I said already, he have no money. He needs to make money. He used to clean the gym and wash the gis in Helio Gracie's academy. Then Valdemar Santana was one of him, Alberto Barreto. You know, is another guy we're going to talk about, Alberto Barreto, one of those greatest Helio Gracie black belt as well, that we will be talking about him in the future. Then he have a dispute with Helio Gracie. We don't know if it was because Valdemar Santana let the gym overflood it, or because Valdemar Santana decided to fight without Helio Gracie's blessing, right? Helio Gracie is supposed to bless him, and because Valdemar Santana went to Helio Gracie and said, "Hey, Master, I'm gonna fight in this event over here, and I want your blessing, so you go there with me to coach me and help me." And Helio Gracie got very mad and said, "No, you're not gonna fight in this event because this event promotes fake wrestling." And Helio Gracie didn't want to be related to this fake wrestling. That's the story I believe more. That makes more sense to me.
True.
Right? I don't believe in the story that the gym overflooded and Helio Gracie kicked him out of the gym because of that. Then what happened? Helio Gracie never blesses him. Then Valdemar Santana went there and fought anyway. No, like we spoke before, he needs money. He have a family, have a kids to take care of it. Then he ended up fighting in this event. When he come back, man, Helio Gracie was not so happy about it. You know, that's what happened.
So I guess the event is more of like the entertainment fight. Maybe it's not like a real fight, but even within that event, even if Valdemar Santana fight is a real fight, because it's, Helio Gracie didn't want to get associated in that promotion event.
Absolutely.
For people to have a doubt, right, about the jiu-jitsu.
Legitimacy. Exactly. Helio Gracie doesn't want to be related because Valdemar Santana's fight was for real, was a real value to the fight. But Helio Gracie doesn't want to have, because jiu-jitsu was just born in Brazil. Helio Gracie want to be related. I understand Helio Gracie's mind. Helio Gracie is this old school guy. Let's not mix ourselves with those guys because they do fake fights.
Right.
We don't want to be our name related to this. Then what happened in the story? Valdemar Santana ended up fighting over there. Helio Gracie wasn't happy. Then what happened? Helio Gracie kicked Valdemar Santana out of the gym. That's how everything started. And one of those reporters in the gym, I don't know his name. I kind of forget his name right now. I believe it's Renato. I'm not sure. I got to search about it, but I'm pretty sure. Carlos Renato, something like that. That he was the reporter about. I think he worked for the TV Tupi at the time. It was the first Brazilian TV that I took you there in Urca, right? We went over there. Then Renato took Santana's side and told Santana, hey, he kind of polluted Santana a little bit. Hey, now after this fight, you should challenge Helio Gracie. That's how the challenge happened. After Helio Gracie kicked him out, this Renato guy kind of persuaded Santana and began to promote Valdemar Santana all over the news, challenge Helio Gracie. Then that's the fight you guys already know that took 3 hours and 45 minutes. The longest fight in the history of mixed martial arts was Helio Gracie and Valdemar Santana. That's what happened.
And how was the how did the fight go, and then how did it continue to the subsequent fights? Was it only one match with the Helio Gracie and then Valdemar Santana?
Well, with Helio Gracie, Valdemar Santana was only one match, only one fight, because Helio Gracie was already in his 40s, and Valdemar Santana was this young kid with 22, 23 years old, strong,
Right.
full of life. Then Helio Gracie, after get defeated by Valdemar Santana, who comes to save the Gracie family and the jiu-jitsu morale.
It's Carson Gracie.
Carson Gracie. When I say, I would say save the Gracie family more, because Valdemar Santana was a jiu-jitsu guy.
Sure, yes,
you
yes.
know, was more family dispute and challenging over there, because right after this, Valdo Santana, the young brother of Valdemar Santana, he was offended with everything Helio Gracie was saying in the news. You know, then Valdo Santana, he was an artist, he was a painter, he was a very, very philosophical guy. He's about music, poetry. And he left this on the side to defend the Santana's family. Then this become a rivalry between Santana's family and Gracie family. And Valdo Santana fought Robson Gracie. That we will be not talking about this. We're gonna be talking about this in another moment. Then I want to remember you guys, one of those great fights in the history was between Valdemar Santana and Helio Gracie. Then Carson Gracie came to revenge them, that we will be talking about the next video as well. Don't get too excited. It's gonna be for the next. Then I hope you guys get this information and remember the people that paved the way for you guys, and look forward to see you guys next time. Sounds good?
Sounds good.
Thank you, Taiki, one more time to be
Thank you,
here
Alan.
with us.